Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In today's video, I've got basically three updates I wanted to go over, and I'll put the timestamps in the description for the three different topics. First of all, I want to say thank you to the new subscribers that have just come on board in the last few days. Welcome aboard, and I promise going forward just get ready for the adventures to come. I've talked about it before with gig work. This delivery driving, almost never a dull moment, and there's always stories and things to tell. So that's what I do on this channel, guys. Um, and okay, so topic number one, I wanted to give a up to the minute update on my transition to full-time gig work and possibly part-time W-2. I was anticipating last week that a reduction in hours to where I would be starting the full-time gig work last week. Well, that did not happen, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So our where I work, in case you're new to the channel, I work in a filthy, disgusting, dirty warehouse. That's my at the moment full-time job. So the volume has gone down, but they've trimmed down the staffing more than what I was anticipating. So to give you an example for today, for instance, in the past, in the department that I work in, we would, in a typical day, you'd run with about 11 or 12 people. Today we ran with 5 people. Okay, so they I didn't think they were going to really cut down on the staff size the way that it has. So it's looking like the rest of this week, and then I got 2 more weeks after that, where it'll be I'll probably remain full time or close to it. So that means let me pull up my calendar here. So that means the June 28th is when I should be, starting June 28th, I should be full-time gig work at that time. So, but I don't know yet if it's going to be 5 days a week or 7 yet, because the W-2 still hasn't got back with me on my. I proposed to them staying on board and working Tuesday and Wednesdays. They haven't got back to me on that. So, but regardless, starting the 28th, that's when I should be full time at the gig work. So stay tuned for more updates coming up on that. But that's the latest. The second thing I wanted to talk about was I talked about this a week or so ago in one of the previous updates, how I was interested in getting an LLC. I changed my mind about that. I talked to my wife about that. I had a conversation with my brother about that. And it's not that they persuaded me to change my mind, but in talking to them about that, and as I was talking and I was kind of going over kind of like what I needed that for, I kind of talked myself out of getting one, if that makes sense. But I I don't know any. I haven't researched LLCs enough to know the different kind of like monetary benefits, like as far as if I got an LLC, what that would do for me financially or tax purposes or all of that type of thing. That's not why I was looking to get one. I was looking to get it for kind of like name recognition, like as I try to branch out and get other. I can't. It's not a good idea to put all your eggs in one basket. And right now, most of my eggs are in the DoorDash basket. Okay, so I need some other things here. I talked about this before, but not to rehash too much. But I'm on 5 apps right now, but essentially I really only get orders on 2 of them. DoorDash and Uber Eats. So I need to. That's not being diversified enough. Okay, I have this other idea, this other type of opportunity that I'm trying to explore and get into. And I wanted the LLC for like resume purposes and that type of thing. Well, I got to thinking about it a little bit more, and I thought, well, I don't necessarily have to have an LLC, would I? I mean, I can dress up a resume to show that I'm a 1099 independent contractor and kind of like running my own business and I can say that on a resume and maybe even attach a name to it if I wanted to. But I don't think if I'm looking to do this for resume purposes, I don't think I actually have to, really and truly have to have that license. I can, when I'm approaching these other companies, I can say that I have my own business. I'm 1099. I'm my own boss and everything. And I think without having that actual certification. I'm basically I decided to put the whole LLC thing on the back burner. If there's if I come to discover that there's some other type of way that it would benefit me other than resume purposes, then maybe I'll revisit it and explore it again. But I will mention also that I did get on the State of Ohio website and where you're supposed to be able to apply for that, and I actually did start the process, and I went to the this particular part of the website, and there was like about 6 pages that you had to go through. And I answered the questions on page 1, page 2, yada yada. I get to about like page 5 and answer the questions on there, click, next to get to the next page, and it just froze on me. For whatever reason, I couldn't advance to like the last page. And then I tried on my phone as well, but same thing there. So I could not, I got stopped. Um, so anyway, enough about the LLC. I'm the latest is I'm not at this time not going to get one. Okay, and the last little update here, topic to talk about is my DoorDash customer rating. Back on it was March the 2nd of this year, a few months ago, is when my last negative rating fell off and I reached a 5.0. I did a video about that around that time. Well, just a couple days ago, I had all that was left was an exclusion. And that fell off about 2 days ago. So that exclusion I earned back on November 12th of 24. And it took approximately 600 deliveries for that exclusion to fall off. And I'll go ahead and throw up the screenshot here. But so now I have the perfect 5.0 rating and 100 5 stars and not even any exclusions now. So that's awesome, and we'll see. Hopefully, hopefully I can keep that rating, indefinitely, and fingers crossed, and we'll see. Just keep trying to continue to do the best that I can on all these deliveries. But anyway, that's all I have for now. Thanks, guys, for watching. As always, be sure to drive safe out there, and we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks again.